In this lesson, we're going to talk about something very important: how to learn new words so that you can use them when speaking in English. Hello, my name is Christina from Morocco, and welcome to another lesson. One of the most important things that we should do, and a lot of students are trying to do, is to learn new words and then use the words that they have learned when they are speaking or writing. So it's very basic. Learn new words, use them in speaking or writing. But it's not as simple as that. I am pretty sure you know. In fact, as that, I am pretty sure you know. In fact, most of the students who are trying to improve their vocabulary are struggling with this. But don't worry, because in this video I will take you through a step-by-step guide so that you can learn new words and eventually use them when you are speaking or writing in English. Part 1: Where to learn words from. One of the mistakes students make is just to see some words, write down the translation in their mother tongue, and then try to memorize that. But learning individual words is not helpful at all. It's a waste of time. In order to learn the words, you need to have a context. The context will help you see how the words are actually used within a text or speech. So there are three main sources that you can learn words from. You can use text-based sources, audio-based sources, or video-based sources. Let's start with the first one, text-based. If you like reading books, there are many good vocabulary books out there. One of the best ones that I always recommend is Oxford Word Skills. There are 3 levels to this book: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. This book offers topic-based approach and presents vocabulary within clear context. Plus, you can choose the book depending on what level you have: beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Next thing you can do if you like reading text is using blog articles. In fact, on my website, you can find a lot of different blogger articles in which I have tried to teach you certain words. I have tried to provide very good context for the vocabulary. I have tried to teach you. Go to penglish.com/blog or click on blog here, and then you can see all the blog posts that I have written for you, 7 pages. Wow! Click on one which is about vocabulary. For instance, 54 business English vocabulary. You can see the video here. You can watch it if you like jobs and you can read the text. And as you can see, I have explained everything. I have used diagrams, pictures, sometimes some short video for you to make it really fun and easy to understand. If you want to read someone of a blog post, you can simply click on the link above my head and go to pcenglish.com/blog. Another thing you can do is it to read graded readers. What are graded readers? These are classic story books whose level has been adjusted for students, so you can find books that suit level A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Depending on what level you have, you can choose one of the story books. You can read them and you can underline the new words that you think are useful for you. Now, if you don't like text but you prefer audio, you can use podcasts. Podcasts are excellent resources for you to learn new words because they provide clear context, and you can usually find a lot of different podcasts out there with different accents and for different levels. For example, if you like the British accent, you can use BBC 6 Minutes English podcasts. They usually come with an audio file and a PDF file of the transcripts. That way, not only can you listen, but you can also follow and underline the new words that you want to learn. If you search for 6 Minutes English by BBC Learning English, you can find this website. I will also leave the link in the description of the video. You can come here, click on one of the topics that you like. For example, I'm going to go for 18 and then here you have video. Here you got PDF and then audio. I want to download and an audio file. I want to download the audio and click on the PDF to see what is, and there you go. You have the transcript. You can follow the transcript while listening to the audio file, and you can see some of the words already bold. That means these are the new words, and I think towards the end of this document you can find the meaning of these words. Yes, vocabulary. This is an excellent resource for learning new words. But if you like to have American accent podcast, you can use Voice of America, VA. You can find the audio and the transcript PDF file. If you search for VAI podcast on Google, you can find the link to this page, but I will also leave the link in the description of this video. Here you can see a lot of different topics. You can say more, and you can have a lot of different options to choose from. I'm going to choose the first one, the one, the hit. There you go. You have audiophile here, and let's see if they have the PDF. They used to have one, but I don't see it here. Probably they don't have the PDF file, but you can download the audio. And this is Exrica English Podcast, another method. Another method that you can use, which I think is quite fun, is using music to improve your vocabulary. Who's your favorite singer? Choose a singer that you like, then choose one song that you like, then listen to the song and check the lyrics. The lyrics, while listening and checking the lyrics, you can also sing along if you know how to sing along with that song, and then underline the new words that you sing. For example, one of my favorite singers is Jennifer Lopez, and one of the songs that I really like is Lara Fabian. But what about video? Well, if you are a visual person, that means a person who learns by seeing. Videos are great resources. There are many creators out there on YouTube, and you can follow their videos. For example, on my channel, you can find a lot of videos in which I have tried to teach you new words, phrases, phrasal verb, or idioms. You can watch those videos and take notes of the new words that you learn. Alright, so far we know that to learn new words we need context. To get the context, we can use text, audio, or video based resources, but, and there is important but, the words based resources, but, and there is important but, the words that you learn at this stage are added to the passive vocabulary knowledge. Passive vocabulary. What is passive vocabulary? And do we have active vocabulary? Part 2, passive versus active English vocabulary.